Hi, this is Joseph Anthony of tappingwithmusic.com. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to do 2 EFT sessions in one video, and they'll both be centered around anxious children. The first one will be for the parents or caregivers, grown-ups around the anxious children, and the second one will be for the children. And so, grown-ups, if you are choosing to watch this video or choosing to let the children watch this video, you are accepting full responsibility for doing so. But this first part is really for the grown-ups, so children don't have to watch at the moment. Tell you when to come on in. So parents, or teachers, or caregivers of anxious children, I've been a parent for almost 18 years now, and a teacher for about 20, and I've been around anxious children. And one of the things that is a commonality of all those anxious children is they all want to know that they are loved and that they are safe. So whatever we can do as the adults around these little beings to help them feel safe and loved, that will go obviously a long way to alleviating that anxiety. And showing the safety part can be anything from keeping a regular rhythmic schedule, a regular bedtime, developing meal or mealtime rituals or bedtime rituals or things like that to help the children feel held. And we can help declutter their lives, both literally and time-wise. So often today's parents are over-scheduling children with just so many things. So we can remove things that really are unnecessary. You don't have to worry about them always being entertained. Children live in a timeless space, especially young children, and they really can fill it with the simplest of things. And if your child is really addicted to media and entertainment and it's hard for them to just sit there and quote-unquote do nothing, then I would gradually wean them away from the media, the hyper-kinetic video games and TV shows, and move them towards more easier-going things. A walk in the park, walk through the woods, just sitting and painting, creating, making something out of clay or beeswax or something. So that's another way to help a child feel safe. Believe it or not, you may think they're feeling safe while they're watching or playing one of those hyperactive video games or something, but they're really not. It actually increases the heart rate and makes them feel nervous. So does watching a lot of TV. So, ways of showing love, you can do all the things that were just described there. You can also invest the time in story time, reading or telling your child stories at night. And one of the best things you can do for your children is to work on yourself. Children, Rudolf Steiner once said, not all children are clairvoyant, but they are all clairsentient. They all pick up our feelings. And we know this. We've known this forever. And this isn't about guilting anybody or shaming anybody. It's about knowing if you have anxieties in your life, stress in your life, to work on stillness, mindfulness, meditation, prayer, breathing techniques, tapping, singing, whatever it is that you can do to help yourself be at ease. Those things will help your child be at ease, whether they consciously know you're doing them or not. And of course, if they do consciously know that you're doing them, then that's great. There's nothing wrong with saying to a child, I felt anxious lately, or a bit stressed out, and here's what I'm going to do to help myself. So those are some things for the grown-ups. And so this tapping part is for you grown-ups to work with your own feelings if your child is anxious or know a child that is anxious. Yeah. Ready? Enough talk. Let's tap. Even though this child before me is anxious, I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. And I'm going to love and accept that child Even though I feel anxious about that child feeling anxious, I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. Even though I know that there are things I could be doing differently in my life, perhaps I haven't done them yet. Things that will help that child feel more at ease in their being and in the world. I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. Even if I know some of my decisions have contributed to this child's anxieties or worries or stress, the ways that I've chosen to live or not live. And by not live, I don't mean die, I mean things I've chosen that haven't been very healthy. I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. And if there are any changes I need to make in my lifestyle, in my inner world, my own heart, I'm going to make them for myself first. Take the oxygen for myself first. And then help my children or those who are with me or in my care that are anxious. I've been very stressed and anxious about that child being anxious and stressed. I've been blaming myself and feeling guilty. Perhaps I haven't been blaming myself or feeling guilty. I've just been confused as to why they feel that way. Perhaps I feel I'm to blame. Perhaps I feel someone else is to blame. The blame isn't going to help anyone. So in this moment, I'm going to love and accept myself. Work on my own sense of well-being and peacefulness and mindfulness around this whole situation. Make any changes necessary for myself and that child. I'm going to clear away any blocks that I may have that are in the way of my own sense of peace. My life is too cluttered, I'm going to declutter it. My time is too cluttered, I'm going to declutter that. Free up some space. If I'm way too focused on achievement and success and competition for myself or that child, I'm going to ease back. Cut myself and that kid some slack. Let them be a kid. If I forgot how to play or were never taught how to play, I'm going to learn again with that kid. I'm going to love and accept myself, and I'm going to love and accept that child. So enough blame, enough living in any delusions. It's time to be real. Make any changes I need to make for the sake of myself and that child. I love and accept myself, and I love and accept that child, right here and right now. Alright, that was for the grown-ups. And now, grown-ups, if you would like to invite the child in and to tap with me, now's a good time. And so, grown-ups, I'm not going to talk to you again until the end. This is for the kids. Hello, my dears. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Joseph Anthony. You can call me Mr. Joseph, Mr. Anthony, whatever you want to call me. And I teach second grade this year. I've been teaching for a long time. And if you are feeling anxious or worried about something, I'm going to show you a tool that can help. And it's kind of a silly, fun tool. You get to tap on yourself. Not too hard, not too soft. Just tap on yourself. And this is called the karate chop point. Karate chop point, right there. Or you can do it on the other hand. And this is the eyebrow point. Please don't worry about missing it or getting it exactly right. It's okay if it's around that area. This is the side of the eye point. This is, believe it or not, called the under the eye point. This is called tap on the mustache point. What? You don't have a mustache? It's okay. It's really called under the nose. This is called under the chin, under the bottom lip, I mean. Because under the chin would be down here, but it's really here. And this is the collarbone point, and if you tap it really loud, it will make your voice sound funny. This is the best one of all. This is the tapping under the arm. It's called the under the arm point, but you can call it the monkey point, whatever you want. This is the top of the head. Now, I'm not going to say all those names while I'm tapping. I'm just going to tap. And you can follow me if you'd like. Or you can tap on whichever tapping part you want. If this feels great for you to do the whole time you're listening to me, then do it. If this feels great, then do that. Or this. Whatever feels right for you. I'm going to trust that you know. And so yeah, I call those tapping points the magic buttons. And I call them that because they will help you feel relaxed. And so, I'm going to say some things, and you are welcome to repeat what I say. And if you don't want to repeat what I say, because you're tired of listening to grown-ups all day, then just listen a little bit, tap, and say what you feel is right. There's no right or wrong here. These are just things I'm going to say based on my parenting and teaching experiences, and I'm going to share them with you. And I'm really glad you're here. So I'm done talking like that. Let's start tapping. And I always start, well, pretty much always, on this karate chop point. So, take a deep breath. Even though I've been feeling anxious and worried, nervous and afraid, I'm going to love and accept myself anyway. I'm going to like myself. Even though I've been feeling anxious and nervous, afraid and worried, I'm going to love and accept myself and like who I am. Even though I may not know why I'm feeling nervous and afraid, I'm going to love and accept myself. Even if I do know why I'm anxious and afraid, and I haven't told anyone, I'm going to find a safe person and tell that to if I don't want to carry it myself. And I can tell you that sharing a burden helps. I'm going to love and accept myself even though I feel afraid and nervous. Maybe I feel worried about feeling worried. Maybe I feel worried about telling something I did, something I didn't do, something that happened at home or at school. I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. And if I feel too worried, so worried that I can't be peaceful, I can't fall asleep, I can't have fun, I'm going to start tapping and breathing in deeply, deeply, deeply. Holding that breath for a second, and then letting it out. And I can take a moment to imagine within myself there is a safe place. Perhaps it's a star place, a river place, a place with dolphins or horses or puppies, flowers and butterflies, mud to splash in puddles. Whatever that might be, I'm going to imagine that place inside of me. And when I feel anxious, stressed, or nervous, I'm going to imagine myself there, breathing deeply and having fun. Maybe it's the silly place. Whatever place it is, I'm going to see that it is full of light, that it is a safe wonderful place. And I can go there whenever I want or need to, simply by closing my eyes. Perhaps I whisper something to myself, a word that makes me feel better, like chocolate, peace or love, puppies. I can make up my own word that I can say to myself as I'm tapping, or just while I'm closing my eyes and seeing the peaceful place, the star place, the safe place. And I'm going to continue to learn more and more how to love and accept myself. To know that all worries pass, all anxieties pass, all fears pass, all feelings change eventually. So I can say this too shall pass. And I can envision myself perhaps when I'm anxious. Maybe I see myself as a little mouse. A scared, nervous little mouse. Or a scared, nervous bunny rabbit. And that's okay. Because I gotta know that mice are actually pretty amazing creatures. They're small, they can get into tight places and get where they need to go. Rabbits are fast. Like to live in holes in the ground. They're wise creatures. Perhaps in my quiet place I can think of myself as a puppy or a lion, an eagle or a hawk. And I can go to that safe, quiet place and breathe and tap. Breathe and tap. And you know, I can also draw when I'm feeling anxious and afraid. Make something out of clay. Make up a silly song or a serious song. I can write a story. I can even help someone else that I know who might be worried or anxious, whether that's a playmate or someone at school or at home, wherever. One of the keys to happiness is helping other people. I can also find a worry stone or a worry shell, something I can fit in my hand, keep in my pocket. I can hold on to, and while I'm holding it, I can say whatever happy words I like to say. Peace, love, puppies, whatever. Love and accept myself, no matter the worries, no matter the fears. I can talk about them with safe people and know that they will pass. I can look back on my life and see things that I was worried about before, maybe last week or last year, and I can see how they haven't happened. Or if they have happened, they're done now. I can be in this moment. Go to my star place or my silly place. And breathe, breathe, breathe. I love and accept myself, because I'm awesome. And all people feel worried and anxious or afraid at some point. The biggest, strongest football player, singers, actors, actresses, the president, everyone feels afraid or anxious sometime. Everyone. I'm not alone. And this will pass. So, my dear, I hope you found that helpful. Remember these tools. You can tap, breathe, and imagine that safe place, that star place, a star within you, puppy, silliness, whatever you need to hold within you to help yourself feel safe and peaceful. Thanks for watching. You're awesome. And now I'm going to talk to the grown-ups again. So thank you. And grown-ups, thank you for the honor and privilege of tapping with that dear child. And with you. And if you need any other further mentoring or support around anxious children or anything else, educational consulting, I have a Waldorf background, Waldorf education background, but I've also been teaching just for a long time and know a little bit about kids, and was an anxious child myself once. So feel free to go to my website, tappingwithmusic.com. Drop me a line at josephanthony@tappingwithmusic.com, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. Thank you for watching. Take care.